So I'm really excited about Magento in 2020. I think it'll be a really big year for them because obviously, they were bought by Adobe. There was a lot of concerns around that. It wasn't really clear what was going to happen with Adobe. I think to me, it's a lot more clear where Magento's heading. I think Magento Cloud is a big part of that. Adobe Cloud, it's more integrated into Adobe. It's frankly better for Adobe for customers to be on the cloud. They have more control over the platform and where the platform's headed with the Cloud Edition. So obviously, I think that's going to be a big place for Adobe to focus on. And I think they've really improved that. They have a really strong roadmap for the Cloud Edition. They're fixing a lot of the problems that maybe were historically more of an issue when it first came out. So I think 2020 is going to be a big year for Magento Cloud. The other thing is I think they're going to really keep the 3 versions. I think there are a lot of concerns of what's going to happen to open source. And that's still always going to be a concern. Could they get rid of it? Maybe. I don't think they will in 2020. I think they're going to double down on the 3 versions. Obviously with the focus being on Magento Cloud or Adobe's Magento Cloud, whatever you want to call it. But the on-premise is always going to be there. The Enterprise Edition where you host it yourself, they're still going to be selling that. And it's really still, mainly the same code base between the Cloud Edition and the Premise Edition. So there's not, it's going to be pretty easy for them to keep those 2 editions going. And I think they're going to keep investing in open source because obviously that drives the community. It builds this giant, marketplace for this platform, which helps fuel the growth of the Cloud Edition, which I think is going to be their main product that they want to grow in 2020. And I think what I'm really excited about is Magento's continued investment in B2B and complex commerce. I think Magento, in my opinion, is the best platform for complex, large-scale e-commerce businesses that are maybe international. We launched a custom product for keyboards, so they might have some crazy custom component, or B2B. B2B is traditionally more complex, so they've obviously done very well with B2B, and I think they're going to continue to invest more in B2B. And then I think they're also investing in headless. So I'm very interested to see how Magento evolves into headless. They've launched their PWA Studio, so it'll be interesting to see if they maybe invest more in that and less in the traditional templating that they've had for most of their history. And then obviously you have things like View Storefront that are doing a great job with Magento, investing a lot in Magento. I think the parent company is a Magento partner solution agency for View Storefront. So I think headless, Magento's already knows about how important that paradigm shift is, and I think they're going to continue to invest in it. So it'll be interesting to see how well they do in 2020 with headless. And I think they've committed to full API coverage sometime in 2020. So it'll be interesting if they pull that off and what comes in the new versions, and hopefully potentially even 2.4, which will eventually come out. So definitely excited about Magento in 2020.